awkward thing. So thanks everyone for joining us for the question and answer coffee chat series for the RISC-V video contest. We are really excited about this. This is something that the Academic and Training Special Interest Group has been working on for a long time. So the main reason we wanted to do this was to give professors an opportunity to have a project that they could do within their class that maybe they didn't have to do all the planning or the workload for. And thanks to Jen Winikis, who is on here, we also have an outline for professors that want to utilize this as a project within their classroom. We have all the details on how you can do that. So if you need that, you can email me, megan@risc5.org. Or if you are in the Academic and Training Special Interest Group, I've been sending it out a number of times and I can send it out again. But again, that's if you're a professor that wants to utilize this as a project within your classroom. So the student video contest has 3 parts, which are essentially, so you want to make a 3-minute or less video in any language, but it must have English subtitles. So whether your video is in English or in any other language, you need to have the English subtitles. That's so that anyone in the world can understand and learn from your video. So the video is 3 minutes long, accompanied by a maximum of 500-word description about it. And within that, I mean, really you want to talk a little bit about which one you picked, right? Sort of an outline for your talk. You can also say why you chose to do that talk. It's really up to you, but just remember, people don't like to read a lot. So the shorter it is, the better. And that also goes for videos, right? People's attention span these days are pretty short. So the quicker you can get to your point, the better the audience will appreciate it. So in creating this 3-minute video and 500-word description, you get to pick one of the 3 topics, which is what is RISC-V, why RISC-V. So that's like, why would you use RISC-V as opposed to other architectures? Why is RISC-V helpful in industry, in your product, in your project, in your region? Really, whatever it is that you think, why should someone be using RISC-V? And then explain RISC-V to a non-technical person. I personally am really excited about this one because I think it's something that many of us who have families who are not technical struggle with, is explaining what it is that we do. So I saw a lot of fun feedback on LinkedIn about people being really excited about being able to show those videos to their spouses and family members. So the video contest, once you submit it, so you here, let me share my screen. Everything you need to know is on this page, risc5.org/events/RISC-V video contest. And you can find that by going to our events on our website. You can also find it through the same link that you joined this event at. All the links are there. So really everything you need to know, and I cannot stress this enough, I do encourage you to read this whole page. And I definitely encourage you to read the entire rules and regulations. There's nothing in there that you wouldn't expect to be in there, but I think it's best for you to know, like things like if you choose to work in a group, which you can work in a group, it just is a little more complicated. If you work in a group, you have to split the money yourselves. We just send all the information to one person. We will, though, give everyone the certificate that everyone who submits a video will receive. So everyone in your group will receive a certificate. And when you submit your video, you add in those partners' name and email address. So again, I really highly recommend you to read the rules and regulations. It also talks about the judging criteria. But this is really everything you need to know. You need to submit your video by March 31st. This is Pacific time. We're towards the end of the world, so most of you won't need to worry about the actual time. Just know you need to get it in by March 31st. And then we'll go into the judging process. So the judges are academic and industry, as well as we have some postdocs, a lot of different people with a lot of different backgrounds. It's a different group of judges for each topic. And so that's just something for you to know that it's a broad spectrum of who will be reviewing. I'm not going to read all of this for you, but this is sort of our recommendations on the topics and what you should cover in that video. So those are all three of them. You know, what is RISC-V, why RISC-V, and explain RISC-V to a non-technical person. And this is our grading rubric. Like, something that I really want to encourage is creativity. Like, I love to see your personality shine in these videos. We would love to see, you know, just creativity and clarity, right? Being really clear with what it is that you're presenting. That's why we're excited about this project. It's something that you will be doing in the rest of your careers. So it's awesome to have this opportunity to do that. So you can read the grading rubric. Obviously, make sure that you're not plagiarizing anyone, right? Like, you can't just take someone else's slides. You know, we really don't want you to talk badly of other architectures, right? We just want you to focus on RISC-V. We're not worried about other people. We just want you to focus on why RISC-V is so great. So remember that in creating your video, that you are removed if you are speaking badly of other competitors or companies that use RISC-V. So just really stick to focusing on RISC-V. Keith, am I forgetting anything in that section? Like the most important? Trying to find your unmute. Hang on, you're muted. There you go.
Thank you. I just like to re-emphasize the idea of the creativity, right? Because this is needs to be engaging, because the entire idea is the winners of each of these categories, their video will be put on the RISC-V academic website. And so the entire idea is it needs to be engaging, so that when people start to watch it, they really do want to finish and learn what you have put together. So that's the only thing that I really had, Megan.
Okay. Yeah, I think this disqualification section is one I would highly recommend that you read, just so that you know what those are, right? So, like, you can't promote your personal interest. This isn't a sales video of yourself. We will probably have an opportunity where you can sell yourself in the future. But for right now, we just want you to focus on getting the content across quickly, creatively, so that people can really understand why RISC-V is so important.
Yeah, and another thing to make the videos engaging is to remember to try to not to read. If you write a script, try to be more talkative. Like, if you want people to be able to listen to you. Be careful with what you wear also. Make sure if you have a RISC-V shirt, put it on. If you don't, try to have a t-shirt with no logos, no other branding, things like that.
Definitely. Thank you for that reminder. This is our guidelines on how to create a great video. So I recommend also just having a look at this. We have some helpful tips. I've put in here how you need to format the title of your project so we can easily find it. So make sure that you're doing that. Here's information on how to enable HD videos, information like Camille said on the dress code. A solid colored shirt is your best bet with no logo on it. It takes the eyes to you as opposed to what you're wearing. How to keep the audience engaged, just like Camille was saying. Here's some information on the subtitles, how you can get the subtitles put into your videos themselves. So there are free ways of doing this. If you find other ways that you think are really helpful, please let me know. We haven't tried them all, so I'm always interested in learning about new tools that are open to the community, especially if they're open source. We're even more excited to promote that. So yeah, there's a lot of links, a lot of resources in here. If you haven't been a speaker before, I do really like this inclusive online training, and you get a cool little badge for your profile if you're interested in really ensuring that you're speaking to everyone. And then, you know, I think what people, hopefully they're not the most excited about this, but are the awards. So with the generous donation of Codasip, the company that Keith works for, we do have cash prizes, which is rare. So what I want to explain about the cash prizes is it is very difficult to pay people in other countries. So what we are saying is it's $500 or 500 euros for an Amazon gift card, or so 500 euros for an Amazon gift card, or the equivalent of that in training credit for the Linux Foundation training, which covers hundreds of trainings, including the RISC-V fundamentals course and the RISC-V foundational associate certification. So those are things to think about. So that's how the payment works. The people will be notified by May 1st. That is our target date to let people know. We're also going to do a community choice award. We don't have the full details on how that's going to be done yet. It's going to depend on how many videos we receive. We want to receive tons of videos, but then it's also trying to figure out how to make it easy so that everyone can find the videos. Our initial thought is to do it with a hashtag, so everyone posts their videos individually and then uses the hashtag RISC-V contest so that people can go to the hashtag and find the videos that way. But we will let you know. Best in show. So each group of judges will review their top 4 videos. And then all of them, the first video that they submit will go to best in show. And then if the video, so let's say for why RISC-V, let's say that's the video that is picked to be the best in show. Then their number 2 video will get first place, and then best in show will get best in show. And so best in show means best video out of all of the videos, regardless of the topic. And we're doing that, again, to encourage the creativity and the clarity of your video content. Anything to add on that one, Keith?
No, I think you covered that quite well.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think that's most of what I wanted to share on my end. I will just throw this link into here, and then I'll just open it up. If people have questions, just I think you can raise your hand. Yes, so you can raise your hand if you have a question and you want to come on and ask it, or you can ask it in the chat.